Won't you call me when you get this? 도도한 두 눈에 매력적인 입술 네가 내게 말을 걸 때마다 내 기분은 higher Girl, what's your desire? 네 심장은 paradise Oh beautiful girl, can't you see? 다들 너를 질투해 걱정 마 girl, can't you see? 내 눈엔 늘 완벽해
So my name is Baguio. I'm representing the beautiful province of Magagaling. I am the daughter to OFW parents, but although I'm born I was raised to be 100% pusong Pinoy talaga. One beautiful word in my language is guapa, and I think that just solidifies and represents the aclanoy trait of us Filipinos. One learning experience that I had as a child was growing up in the States. I grew up in the States, but we were very Filipino in the household. From the values that were instilled into our home, to the food that we ate, and also to the language that we speak at the house. Hindi nga pumayag si mami na hindi kami magaling sa bahay. And through that, I really embraced and loved and learned through my culture, and it really solidified my identity as a person, as a Aklano and as a Filipino. During this pandemic, I have learned that one important lesson of bayanihan. It's really important for us mga Pilipino to stand together, to unite together, and to extend ourselves to help each other. If I were in Miss Universe Philippines, I will help my community by extending myself through their use of social media. And I want to use my platform to really use my voice to extend myself and to help my community by raising awareness. And I really want to show the people that I'm here, genuine, with or without the crown, that I really want to help and instill positivity and confidence. I think the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is a color that you feel confident in. I think that it could be any color as long as you feel proud to wear it, and if you feel beautiful in it, then I think bagay na bagay sa'yo, di pak na pak.
What skills does the workplace of the future need since working from home now?
So the skills that that we need to have and instill into our home is, I think that kahit nasa bahay, dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay. And that we should still be appreciative of being at home, and that we're still being able to given the chance to work. And we should really appreciate that. Dapat ganado pa rin sa bahay, patuloy-tuloy pa rin ang trabaho. Just because we are in the new normal, it doesn't mean that life doesn't stop.
If you have a chance to name one spot, man-made or natural, in your province or city that you would like to promote to the world, what would it be and why?
Of course, I would want to promote the beautiful island of Boracay. Of course, it is known as paradise to.
Hi everyone, I'm Jan Alexis Alcano. I am an Ivatan, an indigenous person, and I am a painter and a freelance makeup artist as well, so I'm very much into the visual arts. And the thing about it is that I can trigger people's emotions just by targeting their sense of sight, and I think that's very cool. Magsal or ichagsal, that means you are proud of who you are and of where you come from. So me, ichagsal ko ka Ivatan ko, I am proud of being an Ivatan. I think as a child, because I'm the eldest child in the family, and I had to learn to be responsible at an early age. So that is my learning experience. My whole childhood, I was taught to be responsible at an early age, to be independent, and to know how to take care of my own self. One major lesson would be that anything can happen. So we have to expect the unexpected all the time. And so we must live in the moment, be who we are and where we are, and enjoy that. Maximize everything that we have right now, and just learn to enjoy life as it is. So if I win the crown as an indigenous person and coming from a humble background, I know what it's like to be deprived of opportunities. And being where I stand right now, it took a lot of courage, rejections, and struggles. So if I win Miss Universe Philippines, I would use this perfect platform to be able to help create more opportunities, to raise projects for my fellow indigenous people so that no one else would have to struggle for an opportunity anymore. Phenomenal woman. I think that would be blue because it's vibrant, it's strong color, but it also looks calm at the same time. So I think that's what a phenomenal woman should be. You should stay composed, you should be calm all the time, but you are strong and powerful. The corner you turn in Batanes is scenic, and I'm not saying this because I come from there, but it's true. But my favorite spot would be Marlborough Country, or in locally we call it Raku Apayaman, which means wide pasture. And the thing is, it really is wide, and you can see the Pacific Ocean, you can see the beautiful Mount Iraya, the hills, rolling hills, and also the cows and carabos grazing the grass. I think it's definitely we have to learn how to be flexible with our skills, time management definitely, and how to juggle between your personal life and your work. So we have to learn how to set our focus, because there's going to be a lot of distractions because we're in a new setting, a new environment. So you have to learn how to set your focus on a specific goal that you want to achieve.
Hi, I'm Carissa Kiza. I'm 20 years old and I'm representing the province of Surigao del Norte. I'm currently a third-year college student and I'm taking up secondary education major in English. In my province is it Marajao, so it means you're good, you're great, and that's one qualities that I would like to possess in competing in Miss Universe Philippines, that I am Marajao and every Surigaonan is Marajao. I think it is the experience that when my parents get separated, so coming from a broken home was never easy, and that those life experiences taught me a lot, and it became part of who I am to every little things, and I realized that every little thing counts and matters, that during this time of pandemic we have to give value, appreciate everything that we have in our lives unless it's gone. So this pandemic taught me a lot. It even helps me to discover my strengths and my weaknesses, and that I finally find my purpose, which is to be greater than any challenges. Whenever I win in this Miss Universe Philippines, I want to amplify the voice of the indigenous community, which is mainly my purpose in joining Miss Universe, and that I want to show to the universe what Surigaonon has to offer, and that we have a very rich biodiversity, culture, and traditions in my province. I think the color that symbolizes phenomenal woman is gold. A phenomenal woman, someone who shine bright, splendid and sparkling, that everything can be, everyone can be phenomenal in her own little way, and that every little thing, our purpose, our individual platforms, and that we are really driven by this purpose, that amid the pandemic that we are now facing, we are conquering the universe, and we have a story to tell, that we are really braver and we are greater. We want to promote Siargao Island. So it is known to be the surfing capital of the Philippines, and it is my pride and honor to tell everyone that our province is very rich in biodiversity. You can actually found both fauna and flora that we are having in our province, and that people don't know it, that we have a very most skillful people in my province. There are actually a lot of products in my province, but yeah, I'm wearing this kind of fabrics that I want to promote in the whole wild world, that this is actually made by skillful people in Surigao, the Surigaonon, and then when we hear about supporting locals, it doesn't only mean that we boost the economy, but we are also promoting the beauty of diversity and the culture in my province, and that's one thing that I would like to advocate: support local. I think people like me, that young girls anywhere, should embrace who they really are, because it is mainly one way on overcoming your fears and overcoming challenges. And I believe if you are being true to yourself, it reflects your own personality. It exudes strong personality, which is one thing that can never be taken from you.
Maayong adlaw. Yes. Good day, everyone. My name is Maria Fe Marano Taharan. I'm 24 years old. I'm representing the province of Romblon, which is the marble capital of the Philippines. That is why my national costume is also inspired by marble. And also, Romblon is first, the source of income is agriculture. And so my final gown is palay, inspired by palay. Maramong salamat. That's for me is very beautiful. Saying thank you every time you receive or you give, it's very beautiful for me. It means you're a grateful person, and it's very important to be always grateful. The life experience that really made an impact for me is when my father died. We were all girls. I'm the youngest. We were called like a princess because my dad is like our knight in shining armor. When he died, everything changes. My mom has to work hard. I have to do something to help them just to survive. And my mom is very kind and very strong and at the same time very hardworking. She never asked us to stop studying. She said, kaya natin to. Oh my gosh, naiiyak ako. She said, kaya natin to. Ilalaban. Most important lesson that I've learned is be grateful. Even the simplest thing, even the smallest one, you have to be grateful because in these dark times, everyone is suffering, so full of suffering. Many families lost their loved ones, and you have to see the brighter side. Just be grateful about everything that you're waking up early in the morning. You have food on the table. Just be grateful. If I were to become Miss Universe Philippines, it will be an honor, and for me, it's like fulfilling a mission. I will use my voice to be a greater service for others, and I love giving back to my community. During this quarantine, I actually made a fundraising. I sold my clothes so that I can donate for the less fortunate families in our community. For me, it feels fulfilling to give back. The color that represents for me a phenomenal woman is red because it's bold, it's fierce, it's strong. I think we need to adapt because we have to adjust. The virus won't adjust for us, so we have to be open for the possibilities that this might continue and be hopeful that hopefully this will end soon. We'll promote Bonbon Beach. It's the sandbar. It's actually shown in my tourism video. It's so beautiful. I feel like if I will be there for even just for a minute, I will forget all the sadness and heartaches in life. It's like a sweet escape. Now that we're facing pandemic, I think the one thing that the young generation should focus on is being hopeful that there will always be a rainbow after the rain, that they should always believe in God, that everything's happened for a reason, that this pandemic, it may be painful, but it teaches us a lesson.
Tell us something about it.
I'm Josel Marie Robenta. I'm 23 years old. I am representing the beautiful province of Antique. Well, personality-wise, I am an extrovert kind of person. I always love to go out. And I love the beach so much, the mountains. That's why in Antique, you can find everything there. And I am proud to be a registered nurse. I worked for 2 years in a hospital back in Cebu City. Our dialect.
One beautiful word.
Guapa. It's that beautiful word because guapa means beautiful. So I can say guapa. Every Antiqueña is really beautiful. Not just Antiqueña, but all Filipinas are beautiful. So guapa. As a child, I think it is not caring, not literally just not caring, but having the you are always just positive in every move you make. You don't think about what is the consequences behind it. You're just enjoying the moment. You're making the most out of everything if you're a child. I think it is being compassionate at all times. Because being compassionate, it comprises everything already. Love, kindness, humility, generosity. Being compassionate leads you to something wonderful. Like, especially in this time of pandemic, everyone needs love. Everyone needs the help of one another. So it is being compassionate. If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I will definitely help my community by pursuing my advocacy, which is quality healthcare for all Filipinos. And it is very timely and relevant to what is happening right now because we are in the pandemic. And quality healthcare just doesn't mean we just don't want quality healthcare, but it is a priority and we all need quality healthcare. That would be Bugasong River from Antique because I can say that Bugasong River is the cleanest river in the Philippines. So just by saying that it is the cleanest river, you can actually say that, oh, Antiqueños are really hardworking and as well, they are concerned of their environment. So it is Bugasong River. In Antique, of course, our local product is patadyong, the weaving art of patadyong. And you can really see that patadyong is just a simple kind of cloth, but the hard work of the Antiqueños by making it, it is...
Hi everyone. Hello. Yes.
30 seconds per question. Tell us something about it.
Hi everyone. My name is April Smith. I'm 24 years old and I'm from the province of Cebu. And I am a daughter of a late former PBA basketball player, Daryl Smith. And we're four in the family. I am the youngest and I'm the only girl. And I have a transgender sister who's the one who introduces me to modeling and pageantry world.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? And what does it mean?
The one beautiful word is, for me, is guapa. You can differentiate guapa in every aspect, in all forms of Cebu. In any forms, beauty, food, and there's diversity. And I'm bringing the whole province of Cebu and also the island and the festive island of Cebu. It's guapa.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
Oh, there's only one thing that I could share to you is that the man of my life passed away, whom I can call my father. His peaceful goodbye changed my perspective in life because before I was a girl who is called a happy-go-lucky. But then I learned that we need to value time, especially to our loved ones, family, and friends, and cherish each moment with them because we never know when our time is up. So I think valuing time is very important as a kid. Thank you.
So, next question. So in this pandemic, what do you think is the most important lesson that you've learned?
Yeah, in this pandemic, the important lesson that I've learned is still valuing time because all of us are working nonstop, studying nonstop, and we didn't notice about what happens in our surroundings. So I think valuing time is very important in this pandemic, and you really can see what's the difference, what happened to this pandemic. And I can say that still valuing time is the very important that the lesson happened to me.
If you win, how will you help your community?
I will help my community by my advocacy because my advocacy is through youth sports and for anti-bullying. And being a Cebuana is a very important to me because as a child, I've experienced discriminated and being bullied. And no one was there for me. No one was someone to lean on, someone who could say everything is okay because I am here. Because being discriminated does not beat you physically, but will corrupt you mentally and emotionally. And I want to share that to my friends.
Maayong udto ninyo tanan. Good noon. My name is Tracy Maureen Perez. I'm representing my hometown, Cebu City. I'm an industrial engineer by profession. I'm also a model and a beauty queen based in Cebu City. And an interesting fact about myself that I'm very proud of is that I'm a miracle baby. Life is an absolute blessing for me, and I take every chance that I can get to learn from every experience, both good and bad, so that I can definitely live my life to the fullest. Guapa. Definitely guapa for me because it can mean a beautiful person, a beautiful experience, a beautiful place. And that for me is, I think, the most beautiful word that I can say about a Cebuano word. And that represents the Filipino and the Cebuano culture. The biggest learning definitely is to be grateful. And, again, I'm a miracle baby, and my mom has always taught me that this life was given to me. It was a blessing to me. And so, yes, I take every chance that I can get to just experience, to have fun, and to make the most out of every situation, and to really connect with people, because that is the most important for me, connecting with people and connecting with them through experiences. During this pandemic, aside from taking care of our health, of course, health is the most important wealth that we have. It's also making sure that we have a safety net, that we are financially stable as much as possible, because that has been one of the biggest problems of every family in this country, financial instability, because of what happened. The pandemic has uprooted so many people and so many businesses, and I think if we can learn from this, we should be able to be more prepared next time. This huge platform, I will push for equal opportunities for women, both in the workplace and in the school, in gaining access to education, because I think that women are already intelligent, smart, and powerful, empowered, but we have to give them the opportunity so that they can broaden and widen their horizons and be the best that they can be and reach their utmost and best potential. Definitely red. It's my favorite color. It's fiery, passionate, and it screams hope. It gives you life. Red for me is a definition of being powerful and being confident with who you are and showing to people what you can do, what you can be. Definitely the Basilica del Santo Niño. That is the most historic place in Cebu City, and that is the exact reason why we celebrate Sinulog Festival. We gather so many people from all over the world, both locals and tourists, foreigners and Filipinos, so that we can celebrate the diversity of every single human being. And that is one of the most celebrated festivities in the country, and I'm very proud of that.
There's a campaign.
I'm a licensed dentist and an advocate for oral health awareness. I am a COVID survivor, and I'm really grateful to be standing here in front of all of you. And I'm thankful to the people who made that happen, my family, my friends, my supporters, the Isabeleños, and the Miss Universe Philippines organization. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Be mabalo. It means thank you. I'm really thankful for everyone who helped me to get through this journey, and to everyone, to my rock and my foundation to be able to get up to this far. It would be when I failed at something. It really impacted me to the point that I should be pushing myself hard. Failure shouldn't be a setback for me. I should be working hard on it, and I should learn from that experience to be able to, One major lesson that I've learned during this pandemic would be perseverance. Throughout this journey, I have experienced a lot of setbacks, and I know that those setbacks shouldn't hold me from achieving what I want in life. I should persevere and continue and move on to whatever dreams that I want to achieve and whatever that I want to do despite this pandemic. If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I would definitely use my advocacy, my passion, which is oral health awareness. I will use that as an advantage, and I will use Miss Universe Philippines for a bigger platform to pursue that advocacy, to help my community and change the world one smile at a time. A color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman would be violet. It means power, and it means that whatever it is, whatever journey you're on, you have to take up space and be yourself. That way, it would empower you and achieve whatever you want in life. A skill that the new normals should have or should practice is patience. During this time, a lot of setbacks has been happening, and we have to be patient with everything. We have to focus ourselves on moving forward. One spot that I would want to show to the world is the Isabela National Park. It's something that symbolizes the whole Isabela. It has the Queen Isabella, the statue of Queen Isabella there, and it symbolizes the beauty and the origin of my province.
Good morning. My name is Bea Teresa Peralta Mainigo, and I'm representing the summer capital of the Philippines, Baguio City.
Welcome to Baguio.
Welcome to Baguio. I actually grew up in Pangasinan and I studied here in Baguio. And that's when I was discovered. I never actually thought that I would be doing this, the pageant thing, but Baguio just opened so many doors for me. When I was in college, somebody invited me to join a pageant, and I was hesitant at first. But then, I was just being my curious self who wanted to try new things. Well, I think one beautiful word in the local language of Baguio is bagtit, which means crazy. Because I think in life we need to not be serious all the time. We need to have fun. So we have to be crazy in love, crazy in our aspirations in life, and we have to crazily work hard for the things we want to happen in our lives. I think the one learning experience that as a child, it's learning to go out of your box. It's not because you were raised this particular way. You have to be that for the rest of your life. You can explore, you can be more. And that's what I learned, and that's why I've decided to advocate for equality, because before I've experienced not being that same opportunity as others. The major experience that I've learned during the pandemic is that I've learned that I am strong. In this pageant, we've been here for 8 months already, and I've faced challenges that I never thought that I would overcome. And it's surprising that I'm still here in front of you, still fighting for the Miss Universe Philippines crown. And yeah, that's why I'm really proud of myself, because after all that happened, to win the first ever Miss Universe Philippines crown, it would be such a big honor and responsibility, not only for me, but also for the people around me. Whenever I join a pageant, I always make sure to take the opportunity to make a difference, not only for myself, but also for the people around me, and to always make an impact where it counts in the eyes of God. That the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is color white, because a phenomenal woman is pure, and pure in her intentions, pure in everything. She is real, she's pure, she's real, and she is not pretending to be anyone. She is a phenomenal.
If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I will help my community by extending myself through the use of social media. And I want to use my platform to really use my voice to extend myself and to help my community by raising awareness. And I really want to show the people that I'm here, genuine, with or without the crown, that I really want to help and instill positivity and hope with everyone.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I think the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is a color that you feel confident in. I think that it could be any color as long as you feel proud to wear it, and if you feel beautiful in it, then I think bagay na bagay sa'yo, di pak na pak. If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I will help my community by extending myself through the use of social media. And I want to use my platform to really use my voice to extend myself and to help my community by raising awareness. And I really want to show the people that I'm here, genuine, with or without the crown, that I really want to help and instill positivity and hope with everyone.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I think the color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman is a color that you feel confident in. I think that it could be any color as long as you feel proud to wear it, and if you feel beautiful in it, then I think bagay na bagay sa'yo, di pak na pak.
Everyone.
Pwede mag-Tagalog kung gusto mo mag-Tagalog. Pwede
Yes.
mag-English, pwede mag-Taglish.
Okay.
Dito kasi mic. So, 30 seconds lang.
Wait. Kailangan ko huminga. Kailangan kong huminga. Okay. Game.
Yung totoo. Game na?
Game na? Game ka na ba?
Asan ka hiningal? Sa pag-akyat o...
Sa pag-akyat, tsaka ang lamig kasi. Actually, paulit-ulit. Feeling ko paulit-ulit kami nang sinasabi na malamig. Ayun.
Dapat binaban yung film. Actually, ikaw
Dapat nga binaban namin yung shawl.
yung una nagsabing malamig. Just kidding.
Hindi totoo yan. Hindi totoo yan.
Natural na malamig, hindi yung aircon malamig.
Oo. Pinapapatay ko yung aircon kanina, wala palang aircon. Sabi ko pakipatay yung aircon. So wala pala. Sige, ang dami kong chika.
So tell us something about yourself.
So I'm Alexandra. You can call me Alex. I'm 26. God, it's cold. I'm from Sampaloc, Manila actually. So kaya super natural ko lang kasi basically ganito talaga kami sa Manila. Like hindi kami super nag-fake ng personality namin, kung paano kami mag-dress up. Kaya minsan, most of the time, lagi lang ako naka-pajamas. And then yesterday, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, not like this. And then mas comfortable ako without makeup. Thank you so much. Easy ka lang sa pag-time. Parang nagugulat ako eh. Parang may galit ka yata, sir. Gulat ako.
Manila Tagalog to. So what is one beautiful word in your language and what does it mean?
I'm sorry,
One beautiful word in your language and what does it mean?
One beautiful word in my language. Well, Manila, usually Tagalog lang naman. So, Hindi ako makapag-isip. Wait lang, pwedeng pause yung time. Anyway. Okay, for Manila, I would go for matatapang. Matatapang lahat ng Manilenya, kahit babae matatapang, meron silang pinaglalaban. Especially, alam namin tama yung pinaglalaban namin. Lagi kami nasa tama. Kasi, it's super nonsense naman kung easy lang direct. Easy ka lang direct. Huwag ka magalit sa akin direct. Ako lang to direct.
Question. What is that learning experience?
Hello, good morning. I am Rabia Oxania Mateo, 23, representing the City of Love, Iloilo. You know what? Even though you're struggling, you can still become the symbol of hope. I myself, I had fears, uncertainty, but I still realized that I could still give back to Iloilo City. Out of my pocket, I decided to cook for the frontliners, and I know that's just a simple way, but that's my best way to help our modern heroes. Being a Miss Universe, you become influential. So I want to go back to my advocacy, which is Feed Me and I Read You program, which we help those children living near the dump site. If you have seen my Beyond the Coastline video, I want to go back there. And we need a lot of materials, learning materials. And I feel like being a Miss Universe, I will be able to pull donors into our project to make it foster even better.
First, tell us something about yourself.
Hello everyone, I am Maria Nina Copuyok Soriano. I'm the 5th child, the youngest girl out of 6 siblings. And I am actually an athlete, a swimmer at heart, and I also do fencing. I'm also a dancer, specifically in hip-hop. And I love to express myself through arts. And recently, last December, I started my vlog, my YouTube channel, which I'm very proud of. I do makeup vlogs, beauty, and I really love the fact that I'm able to pursue my vlogging because of all the learnings I have here in Magana. It actually means beautiful. And I chose it because everyone is beautiful in their own way, as we all know. We may not see it right away, but deep down, it's there. It's just a matter of time that we discover the beauty inside of everyone. Growing up, we were always taught to be compassionate, to show love through actions and not so much words. I grew up in a traditional Filipino family wherein my parents are strict and all we had to do was serve them. We were taught to be compassionate in that way, and now I'm able to apply that with this platform in Miss Universe Philippines. It just comes naturally for me to help other people and to be empathetic. That our material possessions aren't really everything because we're stuck at home. We don't really get to drive our fancy cars or spend as much money. Of course, money is important. We need it to sustain our life. However, I learned that it's mostly the presence of God in our life. We are given so many months to bask ourselves in His love, and it's really my advocacy to spread awareness about His love. It will support local. And in my province, we have a lot of variety of products from produce like fish, the gupan, if you've heard of that po. Our milkfish there is very famous. We also have puto kalashao. And the other products. I would want to advertise it and bring it to the cities so that more and more people will be enticed to visit our province and meet the wonderful people there. It is the color of royalty and a phenomenal woman is a queen at heart. She doesn't have to wear a crown. She knows who she is, and she stands on what she believes in. That's why I believe the color purple is perfect for her, because it's very powerful and it really strikes your eyes when you see it. It would be Bolinao. A lot of people might have heard of it but haven't been there. It's like our Boracay in Pangasinan, and it's really beautiful, serene, and peaceful. It's perfect for this time of pandemic, wherein we just want to stay calm, be able to reflect in our life. And whenever I'm there, I always feel we should focus on being ourselves. Because just like in this pageant, I've learned to be myself. And
so not only that, ba't ako kinakabahan? I'm so excited to be here. Okay, relax, Eliza, relax. Okay.
Madali lang to. What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Yellow.
Why?
Actually, and women empowerment is violet, but my favorite color is yellow. Because when you see yellow, it captures your attention right away and makes you happy. And it's bright, brings you joy. That's me.
So, if there is one spot in Davao City, man-made or natural, that you would like to promote to the world, what would it be?
Well, Davao City is known to be the home of the Dutertes, but we are also a home of 11 ethno-linguistic groups. So we transformed one park into a place where people can visit and meet all the 11 ethno-linguistic groups, including their houses, what they have in their homes, their costumes, and their people. And I want you to get to know them more.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Another thing that we hear a lot nowadays is work from home. So they say this is the workplace of the future. So what skills do you think is needed in this so-called workplace of the future?
When the pandemic happened, I was able to grow a garden in my balcony, and I believe in sustainability. So I think people should learn how to grow their own food in their backyard or balcony. So no matter how many pandemics happen, hopefully nothing will come in the future. They will be food secure and they will never go hungry.
There's a campaign, hashtag love local. So, it's like you're doing your part.
Yes,
What local product do you want to promote and why?
Definitely the vegetables of the farmers. I want to make sure that one day we can help the food system be better, because there are so many things that we can promote, but we are not helping our farmers to make sure that they can reach the markets. And I want to help them to be able to reach the markets right away, so no more food will be wasted. Thank you.
Question is, what is one thing you think young people like you should focus on?
Themselves. You can never get anywhere if you don't know who you are. When you know who you are, you know where you are going. So with me, I know that I am a farmer, and no matter how many places I visit, I would always go back to the farm, and that's where I want to improve my community and my family.
Thank you. That was the last question.
Okay. More.
I'm actually biracial. My mom is an Ilongga and my dad is an Indian, if you can see through my features. However, I was raised in a broken family, and I experienced a really poor life. And I was able to rise from our situation as well because of educating myself. And now I decided to give back to my community, and I became a lecturer for physical therapy. One beautiful word would probably guapa, which means beautiful. I feel like we have this statement in Iloilo, basta Ilongga guapa, which means every Ilongga is beautiful. And I'm very proud that with Miss Universe Philippines, I was able to bring that kind of aspect that every Filipino would know that statement, basta Ilongga guapa. There would be one thing that I learned through my mother, that would be always forgive people, because there's no such thing as a perfect person. And when my dad left us, she never speak ill about him. That's why in every situation, even though other people would hurt me, I still choose to see the goodness in them. Even though you're struggling, you can still become the symbol of hope. I myself, I had fears, uncertainty, but I still realized that I could still give back to Iloilo City. Out of my pocket, I decided to cook for the frontliners, and I know that's just a simple way, but that's my best way to help our modern heroes. Being a Miss Universe, you become influential. So I want to go back to my advocacy, which is Feed Me and I Read You program, which we help those children living near the dump site. If you have seen my Beyond the Coastline video, I want to go back there, and we need a lot of materials, learning materials. And I feel like being a Miss Universe, I will be able to pull donors into our project to make it foster even better. I feel that a phenomenal woman is red because red is power and I am red. I am working from home because we don't have classes, live classroom classes. That's why we decided to conduct our lectures online. I feel like nowadays we need to adopt to the situation. So we need to be versatile in what is happening around us. And online business or working from home is such a huge opportunity for us to spend more time with our family and as well trying to enjoy the life. I would definitely want to bring all of you to Haro Cathedral because you know what, in Iloilo we don't have much of natural spots, but Haro Cathedral is like an establishment that witnessed the love and devotion that Ilonggos have towards God, and I feel like it's been there since the Spanish era. So with timeless memories and modernization, we were able to, arrive to be the Ilonggos that we are today.
There's a campaign.
Super plain lang siya. How would you express yourself on what you wear, on how you dress up?
So, ang work from home now, part na siya ng new norm, di ba?
I'm actually working from home.
Okay, so anong skills,
Super saya ko.
anong mga skills ang kailangan sa work from home na part na ngayon ng future?
So, for working from home, kailangan mong mag-adjust so kung paano kayo magpapalitan ng messages, kung paano sasagutin yung specific questions mo. Kasi usually meron kayong time. Parang ngayon, meron kami 30 seconds. Meron kami like 2 minutes to answer. But then, ang tagal nung magbibigay sa'yo ng sagot. So, kailangan may patience ka lang din. And hindi ka rin pwedeng laging mas marunong sa ibang tao kasi laging may mas matalino sa'yo. And kaya sila nandiyan para tulungan ka. So, maging humble ka lang din sa kanila.
Okay, if there is one place or spot in Manila, whether it's man-made or natural, that you would like to promote sa buong mundo, ano to?
I'd go for sa Quiapo kasi doon kami kumakain lagi. Like, siguro bababa kami sa specific drop-off sa Quiapo and then lahat ng madaanan namin na kinakainan namin like meron burger, meron ding oriental, super dami, and mga street foods, super sarap kayang kumain. And then you just gotta wear super comfy outfit, no makeup at all, and then super sarap lang, kakain ka lang.
Hindi ka nakaganyan.
Ano? Oh my God. Kapajama lang, slippers, ganon.
May di ba? May kampanya ngayon, #LoveLocal. So ikaw, anong local product ang gusto mo i-promote and why?
Local products, actually, ang pinapromote ko ngayon is yung mga local brands. Kasi usually kasi pinapatronize na ng mga tao yung mga international brands eh. And ako, being connected sa mga hip-hops and sa streets, gusto kong i-promote yung local brands na, kasi usually ang tingin sa kanila parang super low class sila, ganyan. Kung ano man yung opinion ng iba. But then, if you go deeper with their thoughts, may intindihan mo na meron din silang point. May point naman. Okay lang.
Last na.
Hala, oh my God.
In 30 seconds, tell us, what is that one thing you think young people should focus on?
So for the youth for today, my message for them is to don't forget to always to show the better version of yourselves. There will always be room for improvements and madalas talaga makakatanggap tayo ng negative feedback sa ibang tao and it's always up to us kung paano natin gagawing positive, turn into positive yung negative feedbacks.
Hi.
Manila,
everyone.
Pwede mag-Tagalog kung gusto mo mag-Tagalog. Pwede
Yes.
mag-English, pwede mag-Taglish.
Okay.
Dito kasi mic. So, 30 seconds lang.
Wait. Kailangan kong huminga. Okay. Game.
Yung totoo. Game na?
Game na? Game ka na ba?
Asan ka hiningal? Sa pag-akyat o...
Sa pag-akyat, tsaka ang lamig kasi. Actually, paulit-ulit. Feeling ko paulit-ulit kami nang sinasabi na malamig. Ayun.
Dapat binabahan yung tubig.
Actually,
Dapat nga binaban namin yung shawl.
yung una nagsabing malamig. Just kidding.
Hindi totoo yan. Hindi totoo yan.
Natural na malamig, hindi yung aircon malamig.
Oo. Pinapapatay ko yung aircon kanina, wala palang aircon. Sabi ko pakipatay yung aircon. So wala pala. Sige, ang dami kong chika.
So tell us something about it.
So I'm Alexandra. You can call me Alex. I'm 26. God, it's cold. I'm from Sampaloc, Manila actually. So kaya super natural ko lang kasi basically ganito talaga kami sa Manila. Like super, hindi kami super nag-fake ng personality namin, kung paano kami mag-dress up. Kaya minsan, most of the time, lagi lang ako naka-pajamas. And then yesterday, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, not like this. And then super, mas comfortable ako without makeup. Thank you so much. Easy ka lang sa pag-time. Parang nagugulat ako eh. Parang may galit ka yata, sir. Gulat ako.
Manila Tagalog to. So what is one beautiful word in your in your language, and what does it mean?
I'm sorry, what is?
One beautiful word in your language, and what does it mean?
One beautiful word in my language. Well, Manila, usually Tagalog lang naman. So, Hindi ako makapag-isip. Wait lang, pwedeng pause yung time. Anyway. Okay, for Manila, I would go for matatapang. Matatapang lahat ng Manilenya, kahit babae matatapang, meron silang pinaglalaban. Especially, alam namin tama yung pinaglalaban namin. Lagi kami nasa tama. Kasi, it's super nonsense naman kung easy lang direct. Easy ka lang direct. Huwag ka magalit sa akin direct. Ako lang to direct.
Question. What is that learning experience?
Growing up as a child, syempre naging daddy's girl ako. Meron siyang future na gusto for me. And then, parang ako, wait lang super chill na lang ako ng tayo. And then parang, ako syempre parang iniisip ko super limited ng resources ko. And then growing up, na-realize ko na nagawa ko siya all by myself. So basically, I'm inspiring every dreamers out there kasi I was once a dreamer. Na parang ayokong isipin nila na merong hindrance or whatever. Nakasmile na si Direk. Okay.
Next question. What about in this pandemic? What is the greatest lesson that you learned?
In this?
Pandemic. During this pandemic.
So during this pandemic, sobrang negative na kasi nang nangyayari eh. So I try to stay positive. Ayoko munang mag-isip na social media, sobrang dami kasing fake news sa parang lahat na lang ng tao merong gustong sabihin na negative. Bakit kailangan lagi na lang negative yung kinakalat niyo? Super negative na nangyayari. Let's just gotta chill. Wala namang mawawala kung magpaka-positive tayo. It's super good nga eh kasi you're making everyone around you super happy and chill as well. Yan. Di ako nag-time.
If you win, how do you plan to help your community?
Well, if I win, ngayon pa lang super happy ko na sa support na natatanggap ko sa community ko kasi God is so cold. Kasi usual sa place namin, hindi siya yung parang super social na level ng Manila. So parang ako nakikita nila ako na beauty queen ka, but then super humble mo, nag-reach out ka to everyone, kaya mong makihalubilo na hindi ka maarte, hindi ka, oh my God, ano yan, ganyan. So, super level lang. You're welcome, Direct.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Phenomenal woman for me, the color that would symbolize as a phenomenal woman for me, I'm wearing pink right now, but for me, it would be color black. Kasi color black is super neutral lang, and it depends kung paano mo kayang dalhin yung black na super plain lang siya. How would you express yourself on what you wear, on how you dress up?
So, ang work from home now, part na siya ng new norm, di ba?
I'm actually working from home.
Okay, so anong skills,
Super saya ko.
anong mga skills ang kailangan sa work from home na part na ngayon ng future?
So, for working from home, kailangan mong mag-adjust sa kung paano kayo magpapalitan ng messages, kung paano sasagutin yung specific questions mo. Kasi usually meron kayong time. Parang ngayon, meron kami 30 seconds. Meron kami like 2 minutes to.
Okay, there are many things that young people should focus on, but one of the biggest things that they should focus on is how to be confident in yourself. What does that mean exactly? You have to ask the most difficult questions. What do you want to do with your life? What is your biggest purpose? What is something that will make you happy? Because a lot of young people have the opportunity to learn so much. We have the internet, and that's so a gift in itself. You can learn so many things. Ako naman, I learned my makeup in my internet, so that is one of the biggest advantages. But we need to learn how to use our things properly. Thank you.
Kasi po, maitim ako nung bata pa ako. Pero, yung lolo ko nagtiwala sa akin. First, yung nakita po niya ako, sabi niya sa akin, ay, gaganda pa yan. So, sobrang positive na lolo ko. Kaya naman, no 7th birthday, ang request niya po sa akin, ang wish niya sa akin, sabi niya, ate, gusto ko sumali ka na Miss Universe Philippines. And that's why I am here. I am... Ay, tapos na yun? Wait lang po, may sasabihin pa ako. Ay, ganun lang pala kabilis. Oo, so, hindi ko pala yung ending ko. Okay.
What is one beautiful word in your language, which is Tagalog? And what does it mean?
Kalikasan. Our Mother Nature provides us all with so many wonderful and useful things that we could ever imagine, from beautiful sights to food and shelter, and these are all vital for living. Thus, I would like to encourage everyone to take care of our natural resources for the sake of our children and for our future. We must do more to combat all aggravating factors that threaten our Mother Nature. After all, our planet can live even without us human. But we cannot live without our planet. Sakto. Ay, by the way, ang ganda po ng bamboo tumbler. Yes. Gift ko po sa mami ko yung bamboo tumbler bago ako pumunta dito. And birthday niya kahapon. Yes. And she loves the environment like me. That's why I'm wearing green, because it's color of life, it's color of freshness and beauty.
Absolutely, for my community, I hope to continue to instill a sense of pride that being Filipino means embracing our heritage, our skin color, what makes us unique. Because as a beauty queen, I've seen the tremendous impact it's had, that representation matters. I've had a mother come running up to me just so she can have her daughter put her arm next to mine and say, see, you don't have to change your skin to be a beauty queen. And so I hope to encourage everyone to embrace their own personal authenticity. Thank you.
What do you think are the skills needed nowadays in what you call the workplace of the future?
I work from home as an athlete. We cannot have physical trainings. And one of the most important values that I've learned is to be disciplined. Nobody is watching you. Nobody is telling you what to do. You have to know what it takes to become better. And that is my goal every single day. And it takes so much discipline to wake up in the morning, to set a schedule, despite not having physical work and not being able to report to a physical office. It's very important for children, for workers, and for office mates in general.
If there is one spot in Quezon City, whether natural or man-made, that you'd like to promote in the world, what would it be?
Super dami dire. Quezon City Circle, I must say. It was one of the most popular landmarks of Quezon City. But more than that, it's a place that I've been to ever since I was young. And recently, because of the pageant, I was able to visit and film there. And I've seen how much they preserved it, the culture, the beauty. And you can see so much. The Tomb of Manuel L. Quezon, the Philippine Car Museum, if you haven't visited, is a definite must place to go.
there's a campaign that's called #LoveLocal.
Yes, po.
So what local products do you want to promote?
We all know Quezon City is popular for the celebrities. Our main product is people, entertainment. But in this journey for Miss Universe Philippines, I'd really like to promote garments and textile. If you are not familiar with Kamuning Textile Market, it's very popular and a lot of people go. And I know that with our everyday activities, being a Miss Universe Philippines candidate, I can showcase the different designers and the different products from my own city.
Last question for you is, what's one thing that you think young people should focus on? Young people like you.
Young people should focus on their dreams. And to achieve those dreams, you have to prepare yourself and equip yourself. Keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on taking risks. But at the end of the day, our dreams are our own. And no matter how much people criticize you or put you down, you have to empower yourself first before you want to empower others.
Amazing. Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you.
Kamuning Market is so famous for fashion, Filipino fashion.
Yes, because when people think about Quezon City, instantly it's GMA, ABS, Artistas, but we have a lot of designers in Timog alone, and that's because they're close to Kamuning, the resource for textile.
May mga pagawaan din sa Kamuning.
Suits, yung mga suits.
Yes.
Really good for
Thank you po. Have a great day. Thank you. I love Q&A.
Billy Hackinson. I'm representing Cavite. I work as a flight attendant and I've been flying for 4 years now. I am a dog person. I love to cook. I love staying at home. And I'm a bisexual and I'm proud to be here. I think my favorite Tagalog word would be kamusta. It shows concern. It shows that you really want to know something about the person, especially how the person is. And usually the reply is also kamusta. It reciprocates and the care is there. It is a legit communication between two people. I think if it's about lesson, it's lesson of being forgiving. It's something that I can carry out all throughout my life because keeping grudges in you is going to impact you more as a person instead of the other person that you're mad about. You have to be forgiving about everything, and I think it has to start from as early as a child because you have to bring it with you all throughout your life, and you have to be able to share this to everyone as well. You have to ask for help. That there should be no shame in asking for help. And I experienced this especially with this journey because I live alone in Cebu. That's where I'm based. And that altruism is actually still evident in the world today. That cooperation is actually the key in challenges such as this. If it's in Cavite, I already started a few organizations. It's not really me who started it, but I've been a part of it. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, I've been working for 4 years now, and I have been trying to support my family, and I haven't been really in-depth in terms of helping the community, but I would want to start doing so with the help of the Miss Universe organization. Chartreuse. Green na lang. Green na lang. It's a very hard color to pull off, but I think with the right level of confidence, I can do it. I think the pineapple farms of Silang, Cavite. That's where I grew up. So going to school, going back home, I always pass by that. And the farmers there are really, really nice. We have a sari-sari store, and they would bring pineapples every morning if they can. And I love the sour ones especially, the ones that are not yet hinog. And I think that needs more promotion. That needs more, it can be promoted further. You can do other stuff with pineapples. We can make fabrics out of it, but it's not exposed. I think charisma and confidence is something that transcends the screen. It is something that you can show to everyone, even with the barrier of internet connection, technology, and screen. But I have to admit, something that's lacking is still warmth. And I think we have to work on that more. We have to translate it to people that we are still warm, that we are still loving, even if we're miles apart, even if I'm not, the heart is still there. And I think that is something that we can really practice, especially us Filipinos, that we are really, really warm people.
Hello, my name is Pauline Cucharo Amlings. I'm your Boholana Belgian from, of course, the beautiful province of Bohol. My dad is a Belgian and I'm Filipina, so I'm like a mix of both cultures in one, and I'm very excited to be here today.
What is one beautiful word in your local language, and what does it mean?
I would like to choose the word pohon. It means hopefully. It's a word that we use whenever we talk about something that is going to happen in the future. Like, I'm gonna join Miss Universe Philippines, pohon, hopefully, with God's blessing.
Experience that you had as a child that made much impact on you?
One learning experience I had as a child was that I had to not be shy when it comes to myself and when it comes to my body and my capacities. I was very shy, always in the corner. But my mom and my dad always kept telling me, you have to really be out there. That's the only way for you to grow. That's the only way for you to shine. Whew. I think I learned so many things from cooking to planting. But I think one thing that I really learned is how interconnected everything really is. From the animal world to the human world, from communities, inter-province, and I think that that just reminds me of the fact that we all play a part in fighting this pandemic and that we can all rise together.
Help your community.
I would want to be a spokesperson and a rallying point to bring people together in meaningful conversation and together look for solutions. And I think that with this platform of influence, that's something I can really do.
What symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Oh, that's very interesting. For this moment, I would like to choose pink. Pink is the color that would symbolize me as a phenomenal woman. And pink is also something that you will have to watch out for during my performances for preliminary or evening gown. I'm not going to mention which one, but I'll just tell you that. And it's also my favorite color. I have an emotional relation with that color because every time my dad would give me gifts, it will always be something pink.
Plans to promote to the world a spot, whether man-made or natural, in Bohol.
I would have to choose the Lobok River Cruise. The Lobok River, I don't know if you've tried it. I hope that you've had. You tried it? So hopefully then you agree with me. The Lobok River Cruise is really one of the more amazing things that you can do in Bohol. It's not just good food, it's not just you being on that river cruise, but it allows you to interact with the locals in dance and in song. And every time I'm there, I always make it a point for me to dance at tinikling with the locals, even though I risk getting my feet hurt with the bamboo. But it's really one of the things I would want everyone to know about here in Bohol.
A spot, whether man-made or natural, in Bohol.
I would have to choose the Lobok River Cruise. The Lobok River, I don't know if you've tried it. I hope that you've had. You tried it? So hopefully then you agree with me. The Lobok River Cruise is really one of the more amazing things that you can do in Bohol. It's not just good food, it's not just you being on that river cruise, but it allows you to interact with the locals in dance and in song. And every time I'm there, I always make it a point for me to dance at tinikling with the locals, even though I risk getting my feet hurt with the bamboo. But it's really one of the things I would want everyone to know about here in Bohol.
Let's go on the work side now. No? That's recreation. Now let's go to the work side. We've been hearing the word work from home.
Yes.
So what do you think are the skills that we need to develop for the workplace of the future, as we call it?
Whew, I have worked from home also during the first few months of the pandemic. I'm sorry, it's a bit cold. During the first few months of the pandemic. And I think patience is one thing that we all need to work on ourselves, especially with the internet connection that we have at home. There's so many times that I've had meetings and then my internet connection would fade out and then I wouldn't hear the rest of it. I think patience above everything else is something that we need to work on. And from then on, we at least have the clear mind to work on everything else.
There's a campaign called #LoveLocal.
Okay.
So if you had a local product that you had to promote, what would it be and why?
It would definitely be raffia from Tubigon Loom Weavers. I'm not wearing it at the moment. I will be wearing it for one of the segments.
So one of the things that I would also look forward to see.
Definitely, yes. I'm not going to indulge any more information about that, but raffia is really a product that's from my hometown in Tubigon, and it really takes so many people to make a raffia roll, and there's so much thought and effort that goes into it, and it's a beautiful product with so many possibilities.
What is one thing that you think young people should focus on?
At the moment, it's really staying strong and continuing their dreams of educating themselves, even during these pandemic times. We all are having a hard time, but that doesn't mean that our dreams, our passions are canceled. They're just on hold, and I think that they all need to have hope in their hearts to continue what they're dreaming on and to somehow make their dreams still come true.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you. It's Igorot inspired. Yes. Thank you. Not very warm indeed. I'll take that into consideration next time.
Magandang araw, ako po si Billy Hackinson na kumakatawan sa makasaysayang probinsya ng Cavite para sa Miss Universe Philippines 2020. And I am very proud to represent the historical capital of the Philippines and the cradle of the Philippine Revolution, the province of Cavite. Back to you, Ted!
Na-stress na ako. Ulit, last.
Maganda na ba ako sa camera?
Manahay na aldaw sa Indogabos.
Yung adlaw sa inyong tanan.
Kasta nga agaw ni kamungamin. Ayad-ayad nga adlaw kinyo tanan.
Masantos yung aramad si kayo namin.
Mayad-ayad gid nga adlaw kaninyo tanan.
Piya agandaw. Assalamualaikum. Mayong adlaw kanatong tanan.
Assalamualaikum.
Entertainment capital of the Philippines, Paranaque City.